So I want to tell you about our community tree inventory project. And for those who don't know, the Town of Mahone Bay is home to just over 1,000 residents. And the local resident advocacy group, Talking Trees, inspired the municipality to look more closely at our urban forest. In the process of the Town of Mahone Bay cataloging its assets, traditionally thought of as sidewalks, sewers, and streetlights, we took a more expansive approach in light of our changing climate. So in the summer of 2022, we had a co-op student collect data on our natural assets, including street trees, green spaces, and water bodies. And that was the resulting map. So with funding from the Clean Foundation Leadership Program, we were able to hire Melissa Walters as a natural assets intern. Her role was instrumental in tackling invasive species in our revitalized orchard, collecting data on trees, and promoting the interactive map to residents, which I'll discuss shortly. Seeing as only a fraction of our urban forest exists on public land, we invited private landowners to participate in our project and help us create a map of all the trees in town, pictured here. So this is our interactive tree map. You can access it through our website. Along with private landowners, this information was collected by our co-op student Jacob, Melissa, and myself. So for the centennial anniversary of the Town of Mahone Bay, in 2019, a tree planting campaign entitled 100 Trees for 100 Years was launched and successfully added a variety of species to replenish the urban forest, some of which are pictured here. So here are some examples of pins made to commemorate the urban forest initiatives, including the opening of a revitalized apple orchard, which took place this past Wednesday on National Tree Day. So one of the common trees in Mahone Bay is the Norway maple. A noted issue with these trees is their fragility in high winds. They are considered an invasive species as their shallow roots and dense shade inhibit the growth of other native plant life. These trees were originally planted in the 1940s to replace diseased elm trees, which had previously provided shade cover through the hot summer months. We do not intend to plant any more of them, but they continue to provide useful services to the community. So at this time, with our interactive tree map, we have mapped over 2,800 trees within town limits, the most common being pine and white ash, which make up 30% collectively. One of the goals of the tree inventory is to understand the biodiversity in town. And one of the large considerations is the divide between softwood and hardwood trees. Most hardwood trees lose their leaves in the fall, while softwood trees keep their needles year-round. Both serve important roles in a diverse ecosystem. As the students of the Earth Adventure after-school program at Mahone Bay's Bayview School are learning, tree species can also be distinguished by the appearance of their bark. For example, the black lotus on the left, cedar tree in the middle, and a red pine on the right. So one of the great threats to our urban forest is the presence of pests. An example is the emerald ash borer, which have devastated the population of black ash trees across Canada and are an immediate threat to our local ash trees. There are over 230 unidentified trees currently cataloged in the interactive tree map. An important next step is to identify these in order to reintroduce native species which have been underrepresented in recent years. Of the 100 species of oak, the red oak is the only species that is native to Nova Scotia. These long-lived trees were commonly harvested for the shipbuilding industry. Another commonly identified type of tree in the area are maples. Thus far, we have identified 7 varieties of maples. However, there are over 200 trees awaiting further identification. So in a moment, you'll see a picture of Bayview Cemetery. So Bayview Cemetery hosts a variety of native species, such as the red maple, pictured here. The sustainable management, or the sustainable maintenance of these trees is part of the future management plan for the urban forest. As you can see here, Mahone Bay has always maintained a vibrant, natural streetscape. Through the Urban Forest Management Plan, we aim to continue this proud tradition and ensure that the town continues to be green. Working together with business owners and residents of the town, we will complete our tree inventory by late spring and are looking forward to working with a consultant to develop the Urban Forest Management Plan for Mahone Bay. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Cheers to the trees.